Yo, what's going on, gang? It's that black guy, the black guy, back again with another video for y'all. And this one, we're gonna talk about that time that, know what I'm saying, niggas almost got caught doing shit that we weren't supposed to do, you feel me? You saw the title of the video, you know what's popping off, so without further ado, let's get right into this shit. So this story took place my senior year of high school, of course, because this is when niggas didn't give a fuck anymore, you know what I mean? This is the last year of school, you know, I finished everything, we did the SATs and all that, applied for colleges, bro, I was done, bro, I checked out mentally, you know what I mean? I was finished with school at this damn point in time. I was over it, bro. Everyone in my grade was over it. We were all done. We would go to class and just fuck around. Literally, bro, we would be in class just talking about, yo, what we about to do in the bathroom after class, bro. We'll be planning drugs to do in the bathroom during class for after class, bro. That's how little we cared about this shit, bro. At this point, niggas was coming in doing all sorts of drugs and fucking doodads, niggas. We would pull out all sorts of gadgets during class, bro. Jewels, vapes, stizzies, pens, everything, you name it, bro. Anything that was not a writing utensil, nigga, we was busting that shit out and smoking it, you feel me? So this was on like maybe a Tuesday, Thursday, who the fuck cares what day it was? It was on one day during my senior year, you know what I'm saying? So I was with my boys, we gonna call this nigga Jake, you feel me? So this nigga Jake, me and him, we had a lot of classes together this last year, for this last semester, because the last year of high school, you basically get to pick whatever classes you want to take type shit. So we all planned to take classes together or whatever, so me and this nigga Jake had like 2-3 classes together. So this specific day, after lunch, we had the last 2 classes together. It was like a Spanish class and like statistics or some bullshit. I don't even remember. All I remember is we didn't give a shit about the classes we were gonna have after lunch. So during lunch, you know, we're sitting at the lunch table kind of plotting, and we don't sit at the same lunch table. He sat at the table behind me type shit with like all the kids that play soccer, because he was on the soccer team. And I sit at the table in front of him with all the kids that play basketball and shit. Even though I didn't play basketball, I just socialized with those niggas. So he pulls up to my table because we have classes together and shit after lunch. So he pulls up to my table. He's like, "Yo, bro, like, what you got anything?" Because usually after during lunch and shit, like we be co-mingling with each other, like figuring out, yo, who got what stizzy pod, who got what pen, who wants this and that, like who's offering type shit. Like, it was basically a fucking free-for-all in the fucking bathroom and in the locker room during gym and lunch for whoever wanted to smack whoever's pen gets smacked off, whatever, bro. The shit was crazy. Like, this shit was really like some crack house shit, bro. It was in the trap, for real. But he pulled up to my lunch table. He was like, "Yo, dog, like, you got some shit on you, bro? Like, we got class together after this. I'm not really trying to be sober." And I'm like, "Yeah, I feel you." I think at that point, I stopped doing pills at that point, but I think I did have a perk on me. I was like, "Yeah, I got some perks." Like, I forgot where I got it from, but I was like, "I got some perks and I got like my stizzy and shit." And he was like, "Well, I bet, yo, I could smack your stizzy, bro. What strain is the pod?" I'm like, "You already know, boy, Pineapple Express, bro." Because at that point, bro, I had just watched Pineapple Express, the movie with Seth Rogen. So I was really geeking off Pineapple Express. So every time I'll cop off the plug, nigga, a stizzy pod for that whole month after I watched Pineapple Express, I would just cop Pineapple Express pods, bro. I was on that hype B shit. I was like, "Yo, Pineapple Express, this shit fire." I got tired of it, but it was a cool month. I had that Pineapple Express pod. I was smoking the fuck out that stizzy. But you feel me? I tell him the strain. He's like, "Oh, word, I bet we on that." So I asked him, I'm like, "I bet, what you got? Like, what you bringing to the table, my nigga? Like, what you mean? You asking me or what I got? You ain't say shit. Like, what you talking about, bro? This ain't no, like, it's a give and take, nigga. Like, I need something back." You feel me? He said, nah, I feel you. I got my jewel and shit, you know, feel me? That mint fresh pod and all that. Niggas basically bargaining with me, bro. He's like selling his shits to me. I'm like, "Alright, Brett, what you got that like is gonna like match what I got to the table?" You know what I mean? Like, what does he have that's gonna match the stizzy pod? And if he wanted a perk, I would have gave him a perk because I wasn't really fiending for it. So what does he have that matches my offer? You feel me? So he's like, "Yeah, I got my jewel and shit, you feel me? I got my other pen." He was still one of those niggas that smoked the carts way after niggas stopped smoking the carts, like the kingpins and shit. I talked about this in so many videos, like I'm tired of seeing niggas with kingpins and brass knuckles. They're all fake, bro. If they're not from the motherfucking medical fucking shop, nigga, that shit is fake. I don't give a fuck, alright? Don't show me them stupid ass carts. I'm tired of seeing them shits. So he tells me he has them carts. I'm like, "Bro, like, you know how I feel about them carts, my nigga." He's like, "Bro, trust me. I promise you, this shit is fire. This shit was smacking me yesterday. I took that shit before." I think he took it before he had AP history or something. He was like, "Bro, I took that shit before my A push class, nigga. I was getting smoked." I was like, I didn't even know we had a quiz, nigga. I almost fucking bombed it. But he was like, yeah, shorty on my left let me cheat, so it was Gucci. I was like, word, you gassing it up. That shit better be fucking fire, nigga. Don't get me mad. So, we do everything we gotta do during lunch, eat and shit. We socialize or whatever. And, they dismiss us. They let us go upstairs to our lockers to get our bags and shit to go back to our next class. So, obviously, before that, we linking up in the fucking second floor bathroom. They got a go-to spot right after lunchtime. Second floor, third floor bathroom. That shit was popping the fuck off, baby. You know the vibes. Niggas was in the bathroom. If you was in the bathroom not using the bathroom, nigga, you was getting flamed. That's all I'm saying, okay? So, you feel me? I go to the second floor bathroom because that's usually where this nigga be at. And lo and behold, he has his own stall type shit, bro. There's a stall that, like, in the bathroom on the second floor every day after lunch. He's always in the same stall smacking the same jewel pod. It's like a routine for this motherfucker, bro. It's just like a pregame ritual or something to this nigga. But I be there too, so I can't hate on it. You feel me? So I go there and I knock on the stall. Cause I see his shoes and shit. He wears specific. We had uniform, but you could wear like any type of shoes you wanted as long as it was dress shoes. So this nigga, cause these niggas was rich. This nigga had some fucking shit. What brand was that? I don't think it was Gucci. It was bro, it was one of those brands. One of those Italian, European fucking designer brands type shoes. So I knew it was him type shit. So as soon as I knocked on the shit, I was like, yo. He was like, yo, bro, what's up? I said, yo, Jake, I got you. As soon as I saw his feet, he said, yo. I literally just took my Stacey pot out of my pocket, put that shit under the stall. He just took it, started smacking that shit. And then, you feel me, we just did what we had to do. Did all that shit. We was in the bathroom for a good, like, 5. I'm not gonna lie, we was in the bathroom for a minute. Because he was asking me mad questions. Because he wanted to see the perk and shit. Because he was asking me, like, yo, where'd you get it from? Who gave it to you and all that shit. I was like, I got it from, what's his name over there. You feel me? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? It don't really matter about what we were talking about. But, just know that we was, like, time was passing while we were in this fucking bathroom. And we were only supposed to be in there for a good 2-3 minutes. Because we had class literally right now at this point in time. You feel me? Like, the time that we get dismissed and the time that our class starts, we only have like 5 to 8 minutes to really get our stuff out of our lockers, go to the bathroom, and do whatever else we have to do. So we're both basically smacked right now. Like, we both smacked the fuck out the stizzy and shit. So we're high as hell. We're not keeping track of time and shit. So we're just in the bathroom, basically standing outside the stall. Because there's no one else in the bathroom. It's just us two at this point. We're just in the stall, not in the stall, but we're outside the stalls, literally just talking about fucking drugs. It's like out loud type shit. Like, cause we just forget that we have class. We forget we're even in school at that point. Cause we're just so caught up in our conversation that we forget we're even in school. We have class. We think like the bell rang, we're done with school type shit. I don't know what we were thinking. We just forgot, I guess. We must have been fried. I didn't even hit his pen that he was talking about, bro. It was just my stizzy. That Pineapple Express is wild, boy. But yeah, we're in there talking for a good like 5-10 minutes. I'm sitting there smacking this jewel pod casually, just blowing out the smoke like I'm at my house or some shit when I'm in the fucking bathroom at school. So I'm doing this shit. We're still talking about whatever we're talking about. And neither of us notices that literally someone walked in the bathroom and we're basically late to class already. Like, the hallways are empty. Everyone else is in class. We're the only niggas still there with our book bags on and shit, talking about nonsense. So we're still standing there at the thing, and I'm going over there to wash my hands, not knowing that a TA or someone walked in the fucking bathroom to the other side to where the urinals are, because it was split in two. It was like a door. Then right when you enter the door, it was like the 2 sinks. Then on the left side is the stalls. Then on the right side is the urinals. So when you cross past the right side, past the sink, you can't see the other side of the fucking where the stalls are. So we didn't know anyone was on the urinal side. So we're still sitting there. I'm washing my hands and shit. We're just sitting there still talking about bullshit, whatever. I don't think we're talking about drugs at this point, because if the teacher heard that, we would have been fucked. But we were talking about whatever the hell we were talking about. Probably something about class or whatever, because we probably just remembered we had school. So we're sitting there talking over, and mind you, he's still smacking his fucking pen and shit. Not his pen, his jewel and shit. And I'm sitting there washing my hands or whatever. And after I wash my hands and I dry it off, I'm like, yo, let me smack it there one more time before we go back to whatever. He's like, yeah, I got you. So as soon as I take his shit and I'm peeing it, and I'm literally French inhaling the shit, bro. Like, I'm inhaling that shit out my mouth and through my nose, trying to like be some fucking flex nigga. So I'm trying to like literally be some cool nigga doing this shit. Little do I know, the fucking TA nigga turns around right from the store to go wash his hands at the sink adjacent to us. Nigga stares directly into my soul and just watches me blowing smoke into my fucking nostril. He's looking at me. He's like, oh, word? Niggas look at... Bro, literally time froze when I was looking at him while the shit was inhaling in my nose. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm fucked. As soon as he saw me doing that and he saw me, he said, yeah, pack it up. He said, let's go. He didn't even wash his hands, nigga. I said, wait, what? You're not gonna finish washing your hands, my nigga? As soon as he saw that, he literally turned the sink back off. He said, all right, pack it up, let's go. I was like, I didn't say anything at the time because obviously I was shook. I just got caught fucking smoking. But looking back, nigga, you didn't even wash your hands, you dirty ass nigga. You were just touching all on your ding dong, boy. Fuck out of here, you weird ass nigga. But yeah, this nigga takes me in, and he basically ends up confiscating this nigga's jewel pod. But they didn't know that it was his. So he only sees me smoking it, so he only takes me downstairs to the office. My other friend, he basically gets off scot-free. And I'm basically telling him, like, yo, bro, like, if they take this shit, like, I'll copy a new one, bro. My bad, I didn't know the nigga was right there. He's like, nah, it's cool, bro. It's not that serious. It's a fucking jewel pod. I could get another one for, like, $10. So, feel me, I go downstairs. I didn't say all that to him at the time, but afterwards, I messaged him because they sent me home afterwards, obviously. Because the school is strict as fuck. But yeah, I go to the office and shit. You know, I have to wait for the dean to pop out and shit. Me and the dean have beef. Not beef, we have a history or whatever. This nigga don't really like me that much. I don't really care much for him. So, and I would always be in detention, in and out. So, this was no different. As soon as he sees me, nigga basically starts rolling his eyes. He's like, oh my gosh, what did you do now? I'm like, I didn't really do nothing. Then I'm trying to jack, I didn't do nothing. I'm trying to play the innocent card, obviously. I'm trying to play victim or whatever. I'm like, I don't know, bro. I'm being racially profiled or something. Like, I'm saying that as the teacher that took me in is fucking black. I'm like, I don't know, I'm being racially profiled. So the teacher that took me in ends up telling the dean everything that happened or whatever, and he's like shaking his head and shit. He's like, all right, man, you know, vaping and smoking and shit is against the rules. You can't do that on school property or whatever the fuck. Basically, he's just reading the handbook and shit, reading over the rules and shit that I did. Like, bro, I understand. I know the rules, bro. Y'all tell me this shit every time I come in. I know the fucking rules, nigga, okay? So he's saying all that shit. I'm like, all right, dog. I'm basically just trying to, like, tell him, all right, bro, just get through it. Tell me how many detentions I have or whatever the fuck. So he gets through all that. He's like, yeah, you got 5 detentions and you have to go home now. I'm going to send a letter to your parents. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I just pack my shit up. I fucking go to my locker, get my jacket and shit, and I fucking bounce because I didn't give a fuck that much, really. I didn't care. I told you, at that point, it's senior year, bro. It's the last maybe like 5 months of school is over, bro. I didn't give a fuck about school, nigga. We took every major exam. I already applied for all my colleges. I didn't care. School was done to me. Like, literally, this was all just play fun at this point. I was just going to school to have fun with my boys, literally. But yeah, I go get my shit. I go on the bus home, and I text my boy Jake. I'm like, yo, bro, they confiscated the jewel. My bad. He's like, you good, bro? You didn't get suspended or nothing? He's like, I'm like, nah, I just got like detentions and shit. I gotta see this bum ass dean every day now when I come in. Because when you get detention at the school, you can either do a morning detention or an afternoon detention, or you can do both. For the morning detention, you have to come in literally like an hour and a half earlier before school starts just to sit in the fucking same room watching the smartboard presentation that reads the handbook, the rules. Then in the afternoon, you basically do the same thing, but it's a little bit after school at like it's like 45 minutes after class ends, and it's for another hour and a half. So either way, it's like you're just wasting your fucking time sitting there watching a smartboard read the fucking rules to you like you haven't read them a million times and sign the fucking handbook yourself. But yeah, I'm just gonna end the video now for this. I just go on a rant about this fucking school, bro. I hate private schools so much. Like, shit. I might make another video about how much I hate private schools, but yeah, hope y'all enjoyed that story. If you did, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't like the video, you don't have to like it. I don't care that much, but yeah, catch you on the next one. Peace!